Alright guys, it's Darcy here from Darcy's Picks. I want to do a quick little video about this guy. This is called the EZLOADER and I believe it's made by HBC. I'm going to put it in the comments below. I got it from lockpicks.com, and before I go too far, I'm just going to work away at doing this while I'm talking. But before I go too far, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos. It's been really fun, and I really appreciate it. What this is to help you to load the top pins into the chamber. So if we take a look, you can see that there's no springs or top pins. I hope you can anyway. And I have a really difficult time loading the top pins because traditionally this is what you use. Oh. Did I get the right size? Lift that guy up. Yeah, traditionally that's what you would use. You would take this guy and you'd push him through and you drop your pins in, which I cannot do very well at all. So we'll just put that guy aside. That's your standard follower. Again, I think these are made by HPC. I'm not even sure. Again, got those on lockpick.com. I'm not sponsored by lockpicks.com, but I bought a lot of my stuff from there. And I'm very happy with what I have. Okay, you see the ball bearing right there? So that goes into your first hole of your Bible. Now it works out well when it's a 6-pin lock because, oh, I went too far. Okay, so now if we look at this guy, if you can see in there, I'm not 100% sure again. So if we just take a look at that guy down there, you can see that it's in there. And it's in the hole, the first hole. And so like I said, I wouldn't normally be able to do what I'm about to do if I didn't have this tool, because my dexterity is off. And so all I gotta do now is take my spring. Now I have to do this off camera in order to make it work, because I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it, but I'll explain the process. Whoops. We're starting off really good, Dars. I just lost the spring. Don't know where it went. We'll pick another one for the time being. So you just drop it in there, and what it does is it's automatically, I don't think you can see this, of course I chose clear springs. So it fell into the bar chamber all by itself, and there's just a slight amount that's sticking up. So then we want to take our top pins, which is these guys over here. That's just a standard top pin. And drop it in there, and they'll pretty much fall the way they need to. Sometimes they don't. I'll show you the last one because the last one's easier to show you. So we take it and you push it down. Oops. And already messed it up. Oh yeah, the only thing you gotta watch for is, and I just did it, the pin fell into the wrong hole. So we'll just do it again really quick here. So you drop it in there, and the springs automatically. Sometimes you gotta give them a little bit of tap depending on whether you're using the, I find the lab extra long springs, you tend to have to give them a tap to go in there. So that's now sitting where I want it to, inside the chamber. I'm holding this guy wrong, that's my issues. Trying to do it for you guys to see. I think what I'm going to have to do is just load this guy and then show you afterward. Because I think I may have damaged this spring. I have to replace it. So again, we just drop the next spring in, and it falls in. When you clip the thing over, it doesn't allow it to go into the, it goes into the farmost hole. Give it a slight push, click it one, grab another spring, and that one almost ran away on me, but I got it. Drop that guy in, take your spring, drop it in there, and if you look at it you can see it closer now. Okay, and then when you tip it, it falls where it needs to go. So I mentioned this in my other videos, but I have cerebral palsy and that makes this kind of work really challenging. I actually have a tendency to get some really interesting hobbies. I think it helps me a little bit with my dexterity, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't do enough of it, I don't think. So this is the last one, I think, because I'm not missing any. This is the last one, so if you see, oops. So, I don't know if I showed you this, I'm going to hold this up. Now the other thing about this is it doesn't allow it to fall out. So if I were to drop it by mistake, unless I really reefed on it, it's not going to come apart. So what I'm going to show you is the other side. Because, I don't know if I showed you this. See how it's notched? So you have the ball bearing and you have the notch. So when you're putting the spring in there, so just imagine that you had you're inside the lock, okay? The spring goes in there and then it would fall in the hole that's right below it. So when you tip it, it falls in the hole. Put it in my hand here. So I'll show you on this side now. So again, you see how it's notched? Now I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a hole there where the spring goes. So if we take that guy and we drop him in there, he's got nowhere else to go. He can either fall right out or fall in the hole. So we just take our last pin, drop it on top, and I'm not going to be able to push it on camera, I don't think. I can push it down, but I won't be able to move it forward. Actually, it's the last pin. This is another thing you can do with this tool. Okay, so now I have my Bible set. All my pins are in the top, and it's not going to fall apart if I drop it or if I knock it off the table. So that's my review or my take on the EZLOADER tool. Alright guys, hopefully I can show you this without wrecking stuff. So what I've done is I put my lock together. Now I have this guy here like I showed you, right? So we want to put this guy in there. Now normally you should have the key in there, but because this is a master key setup that I'm working with, I tend not to leave the keys in it. I just find it easier not to. Less likely. Now before I turn the camera on, I check to make sure these keys would work. I'm going to take my cap here just to make sure that this doesn't come apart on me. I had one do that last night. Come on. Well, that's just gonna keep it together for me. Because like I said, with my bad dexterity, sometimes things go flying. So once I tension that properly, should be good. That's not bad. Like I said, once I put the okay, there we go. Let's try that with little bit looser. I don't know why I always have that happen to me. There's always something that's just a little bit wonky. Anyway guys, as you can see, I have to sort this out, but my top pins are back inside. It's all ready to go. And I wouldn't be able to do that without that tool. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe below. And for the rest of you, we'll see you next time. If you want to know kind of what's going on that's more current, watch our collection videos. I'm going to have a couple of them out today. Thanks guys.